Alright, so here today we do got a fun one. Yes, we have pretty much a few things coming soon that I wanted to alert you about and let you know that, again, we do have a pretty big event at the end of this month over here. I know you might either be suffering through the previous collaboration now with Tristan, and it's been a little bit more hell on earth for you to manage gems, but remember, up and coming is going to be a very heavy event. First off, with some of the best gems, best gem events of the year. On top of that, some of the best events of the year. So today, I'm going to go through everything, talk about it now, and get you ready for what's to come when it comes to New Year's. Yes, the sacred holiday of Grand Cross. Let's jump into it. New to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. Let's head over there. Let's talk about it all. Here we go. So first up over here, this is the New Year's Festival patch notes that we picked up 1 year ago. New Year's Festival is usually one of the, again, best ones of the year. How it goes is this: the November Festival genuinely or generally has one of the better banners of the year because it's the voted stuff that you skipped over the year. The December Festival, pretty much New Year's Festival, is supposed to be the best unit of the year. Usually Melee Ellie, God Melee, Purg Melee, Trader Melee. These characters are generally some of the better units in the game, some of the best units in the game. The other festival that's planned is the JP Festival, when they have, like, some years they have Escanor, some years, one year they had Bond, which that was a rough one. They had Kian. Usually it's a very special, very heavy freebies, some new content, stuff like that. So we generally go through 3 good festivals a year. That's kind of how it goes. New Year's, November, JP. That's how it works. But this one, why this is special is 3 different things. First, this brings you Melee Ellie. Great, not one of the things. This brings you finally the first, like, 300 gem event of the year. I don't know. Do they even do 300s that often anymore? This year or last year they did have a 300 gem event, and always with Melee, it's a very heavy gem event. And you want that because most people have to summon because they just got butchered by November. They now have to accumulate this character. It doesn't even stop there. Sometimes now with these last 2 years, you have a freaking January collaboration, which makes it even harder to sort of amass and get ready for that. But 300 gem event is one of the best ones that the game has to offer. It genuinely is just 100 gems more. The other events are still there, so sometimes this pushes towards 400 gems. Plus, if the final bosses, Chaos PvP, and stuff like that, if you farm the things and take care of it, it's there too. And it's pretty heavy. You can't say it's not. So obviously speaking, it's 300 gem event. How it works is this over here. I was thinking with this gem login bug that we had that they accidentally showed the New Year's one early, but no. The New Year's one usually has 30 gems day 1 to give you a free multi, get you lubed up for what they have in store for you. That's pretty much how it goes. But the next, again, 27 days is just 10 gems, making it a total of 300 gems. So for the most part, it's pretty freaking good. It doesn't stop there because there's also one more cool one. Every year, they do like a lottery event. It's the scratch off in 2025, so they did then. We used to have it being like, you do 3 things, you get like 3 coins, you put them in, and they give you rewards. Last year was a scratch off. We'll see what they do this year, but it's just a lottery. You can win gems, you can win other items. I think they actually buffed this one. So it was, a while ago I saw it was gold, but they changed, I believe, to anvils and SA coins. So you have at least, the global player base is not what it used to be. That's sort of a fact. So when it comes to this, you might even get more rewards in the context that it lasts longer. They did also heavily take care of bot accounts. The player level has to be level 20. So most bot farms are like level 3, 9, 7. Getting to level 20 is a very hard sort of metric, not too easy. So most accounts don't even do that. And anyways, GC is a very different game than it used to be. You don't have that many bot farms anyways, because no one buys accounts. You have to have a sort of economy here, right? People have to buy accounts, but the game receives less and less players each time, hence less players are buying accounts. More likely, that's the case. So with that, you have a pretty decent chance to pick up some gems over here. Every year, people say like, oh, I picked up nothing. I usually pick up, and this is like a constant on all of my accounts, my main account, the free play that I used to run, obviously, the viewers that I know, we average like 20 to 60 gems. We average a pretty decent amount. I know you're like, oh, that's 20 gems only. Still pretty good. It's generally fun. I one time in my entire life I landed on the 100 gems, which was huge. Well, we partied, bro, in a Discord call. I've landed on 30 a few times, 10 a lot of the time, and then obviously 3 and 1 pretty often. You have 3 attempts per day. This should run for at least 7 to 10 days. I believe so, because last year it ran for a while. And if that is the case, you have a bunch of attempts to try and see if you win something. You probably will pick up a good amount of gems. I would say 20 to 40 is like the more average. People on the lower end less, but 20 to 40 is average. If you log in each day, right after reset, you have a chance, right? So it's a cool event. try it out when it drops. It's definitely a fun one, and it gives you a reason to quickly log into the game and try. It is gambling to a degree, but hey, you could win something, so that's kind of cool. They did have this last year. Okay, this is the adventurer, right? Event. Pretty much, if you invite an existing knight, okay, you have to invite both an existing and, I believe, because they had an option where I did invite someone who already exists, and I still got some rewards, but it's like, you have to invite somebody. If it's a new or returning knight, you pick up rewards. They did this last year. They've sort of, like, stopped this event, but I think they might bring it back. It's New Year's, they might do it. Pretty much, though, you might have an alt account, you do it there, too. If they do missions and whatever, you get rewards for the inviter and the invitee. You can pick up a pretty decent amount of gems, but it is a cool event. So it's just worth mentioning on top of the gem events they drop. It's there. But the main event that I want to talk about is Artifact Wish Draw. A lot of my comments have been talking about this all year, asking for when is the next one, because they may have skipped some very, 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 very important ones, or one of these events, right? The thing is, with this sort of Artifact Wish Draw, they had back then, so I don't know when it dropped, but there was a goddess one, there was another human one, there were a few cards that dropped this year, and they haven't, I believe, held these events since then. So a lot of players who missed those goddess sort of cards or card set or human card set, as those races got very much buffed after that, they haven't had an event since then. This will help you finally manage, I believe, those sets. We don't know for sure which cards they allow in this event, but the Artifact Wish Draw will be returning. They always return it at this part of the year, and it should be good. And it should help you amass those cards you were missing. Nowadays, they do it like where it's like during the Ragnarok versions, they only bring Ragnarok back. During these versions, they strictly bring back the Sin ones. I do hope that it's more so a larger roster or a pool of them, just so players can have a chance to pick them up, because there are some really, really good ones that drop this year that you might be missing, and it sucks if you miss them. So, just worth mentioning that it exists. Try to get your cards that you're missing. Beyond that, there was one more thing that I wanted to show you, if I can find it. It's, so I talked about this in a previous video. Important, if you care for it, Sacred Treasure Shop, rerun, discount. If you're saving gems, this is where the gems might want to go. If you don't give a damn, you don't give a damn. This is strictly for drip, PvP, and nothing else. There's nothing else. There is no point to have them for PvE-oriented content. That extra 10 stats isn't helping you kill the bird. It could, but it's not going to, most likely. Oh, is it going to help me in Final Boss? Most likely not, but maybe. Most likely not. This mainly is for drip PvP. If you are interested, this is there too, but sort of the key highlights to this event. It's a very big one. It's New Year's. It's going to have Melly Ellie, and it's also just a good time. They haven't really confirmed too much content. The dev notes lately have been very depressing, so I can't really tell you that there's content coming soon. What I can tell you is, event-wise, it's pretty good. It's going to be gems, it's going to be gems, it's going to be big peak, it's going to be Artifact Wish Draw. If you've been waiting for that event, it should return promptly, helping you acquire those cards. Beyond that, though, I hope, like, I don't know, 2025 wasn't really the year of content. We had like the upgrade to Labyrinth. We had a lot of upgrades, but we really haven't seen like something like super cool and expansive. We did have like those new modes they created, which a lot of them were very much letdowns, which kind of sucks. That cycle of Labyrinth to, right, that one sort of got that new event, which also sucked. So it's been a little bit rough, but last dev notes was a kind of sad one. They didn't really say what they have planned for the future. It was mainly for what they had planned in the update. And that's what dev notes have become now. They've been sort of talking about the previous stuff, which is fine. Not that that's an issue, but I am curious if they do have any plans for this one. If there is anything they're cooking up for December, but could be that there's nothing there, and hence why we haven't really gotten dev notes to hype it up. But that's where we currently stand. Yeah, simple as that. Get ready for New Year's. Get excited. Hope you guys are ready for that. But I'll wrap it up there. Take care. Have fun. There is again multiple gem events, very good ones, very heavy ones. There is the Sacred Treasure Shop. There is the Artifact Wish Draw. Other stuff could be there, but for now, that's like the highlight stuff. It is supposed to be jam-packed, and there is a part 2 that is still jam-packed. Get me more stuff too. Don't forget that. Take care, have fun. Peace out.